Hey, this is Angie from Happy Healthy Vegan, along with Yogi Joe and Bodhi. And I'm back in the Happy Healthy Kitchen to make another recipe demo for you. So yesterday at Farmer's Market, I was super excited to discover that they had blueberries in season. And probably a lot of you saw this on Instagram.com/happyhealthyvegan yesterday, over on Facebook. You were remarking on how big and juicy these suckers looked, and indeed, well, here's a big one. Indeed, they are pretty huge. I'm gonna have to eat this. So I thought now would be a great time to show you how I make raw vegan banana pancakes, because so many people have asked me about those when I post them on Instagram and Facebook. Boy, these guys are so distracting. Look how cute they are. Oh my God. So anyways, this recipe actually comes from Chris Kendall, also known as the Banana Commander, and the recipe was published in his like super sweet retreats free PDF. They're so cute. They came out, I think, in 2012, somewhere around there, and so I'll put a link to that for you in the show notes here on YouTube. But anyway, so he showed me how to make them in his recipe book, and I'm going to show you how I make them here in the kitchen. And I'm pretty sure Chris is going to be cool about it because he's a really chill guy, and I don't think he's going to sue me, bro. Alright, so first of all, you're going to need some nice spotty bananas. Now Chris has mentioned that burro bananas are great for this, but all I've got is Cavendish, so that's what we're going to use today, and I've got a ton of them, and they're really ripe, so this is a great time for me to use them up. So to make these pancakes, you're going to need a blender, and then you're going to need like 2 bunches of bananas and some chia seeds. I get these from the bulk bin. You might also like a little cinnamon or vanilla as well. Alright, so the procedure is incredibly simple. You're just going to be peeling your bananas and throwing them into the machine and blending them up with a 1/2 cup chia and whatever additional seasonings you wanted to add. This is one of those few recipes that Ryan will actually do without my help, so that tells you how simple it is. Now I should have mentioned before I started that you do need a dehydrator for this recipe. I've never tried to make it in the oven. We're going to be drying them at just 110 degrees, so if your oven happens to go down that low, then why not try it out? Go for it. Alright, I've got my 10 bananas in here. Going to use my tampering tool to push them down. Let's go. Alright, now that they've been smushed down a bit, I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit of cinnamon. I've got my Frontier Ceylon cinnamon. It's got a real sweet candy-like taste to it. Just going to shake a little bit in there. And then my 1/2 cup of chia seeds. Voila! Alright, so as you can see, I use the Excalibur dehydrator. I'm not sponsored by them in any way. So I've got my Teflex sheet on here. If you're using another brand, I'm not sure what the equivalent is, but you definitely don't want to pour it directly onto this, or the dough, as it were, is going to drip right through. So I usually just go ahead and use my 1/2 cup to pour the batter into to help form my little rounds. So here we go. A lot of times I'll also pour it directly out, but this is a nice way if it's your first time of kind of controlling your pancake size. Now Chris stresses to keep these as thick as you can, but I've noticed no matter how thick it seems before I dry it, they're always super thin by the time they're done. So here we are. I've got 4 of them here, and I've got more trays, obviously, to put the rest of the batter in. Just want to show you how I like to do the blueberries. Being a visual artist at heart, I can't help but make it like a mandala. So after I've finished my blueberry art here, we're going to be putting them into the dehydrator at about 110 degrees for about 8 hours. Alright, here they go. I'm going to leave a space in between the trays to make sure that plenty of air gets through. Okay, so these have been cooking 8 hours. What you need to do is
flip them over so that the other side can dry. Stick them back in for another couple hours until, see all this gushiness, till all that dries up, and then you're ready to eat them.
Okay, so I'm back from yoga class. These have had a couple hours to dry on the other side, and I think they're ready to plate and eat. So I'm gonna save half of them for Ryan, which is gonna be hard, but I did want to mention that sometimes I make a strawberry and chia seed sauce, which I also will use on banana ice cream, and put that on top, or other berries. I've done boysenberries, raspberries, blackberries, whatever berries are in season, you can blend those up and use them as a sauce. Chris Kendall's got a great recipe for like a mango date sauce that he likes to serve his with. Sometimes he also serves his with banana ice cream and a topping on top. So there's so many different ways you can eat these. I suppose you could even put some maple syrup on here if you wanted 100% maple. But I just want to be able to taste these flavors as they are today. I don't want to confuse it with strawberries. So I'm just going to get a really big bite of blueberry here. Oh my God. It's so good. I've missed blueberries so much. I highly recommend that you check out Chris Kendall's Super Sweet Retreats recipe PDF. Like I said, I'll put a link in the show notes here because he's got a lot of other great recipes too. But this has been a go-to recipe because honestly, like I said, even Ryan can make these. So if he can make them, I know you can make them. Stay subscribed for more recipes, some of my own recipes, and more vegan lifestyle tips and information from Ryan and I. Leave a comment down below if you've got some other great ideas for additions to the banana pancake recipe. And until next time, keep it carbs, baby. Keep it carbs.
Uh-oh, hey now. Loving has devolved into fighting, huh? Oh, be good.
Now don't be too naughty back there.